Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. Today we have the SummerSlam. You know, that's kind of their yearly thing. They do like a SummerSlam collection. I think they do a Survivor Series collection. But this is from SummerSlam from the WWE Elite collection, of course, brought to you by Mattel. So this is the first Build-A-Figure referee that we are getting from the Mattel line. First referee period that we're getting in the Mattel line. So this is a big one. A lot of people are trying to get this one just for the referee, really. Some people are buying this whole wave because obviously none of these are super, what's the word I'm looking for? Super kind of rare or different guys that you don't normally see in a collection. You're always going to get your Undertakers, you're always going to get your Kanes. Lex Luger's not even that, Lex and X-Pac are probably the least frequent of these guys to get. But all the same, it is here. I'm excited. We're going to unbox all four of these. We're going to build the figure, and we're going to get after it. But let's go ahead and have a quick look at these guys in box, starting off with the All-American Lex Luger. There was another version of this representation of Lex Luger in an earlier line, but this is kind of an updated look at that. I think this is kind of like the Lex Express kind of time frame there. So we'll put Lex back, and then we've got Kane. It's gonna be Kane. Obviously the unmasked version of Kane here. One that I actually did not have. I do not have an unmasked version of Kane, so I'm excited to get that through the door. And then we've got good old X-Pac, and surprise, surprise, he does not have his tongue out. Wild times when X-Pac does not have his tongue out in an action figure. So definitely a cool one to get through the door there. And then we've got kind of an old man Taker. I think this is from the meme where he's wrestling Brock Lesnar, and they kind of both do the sit up and laugh at each other. So I guess that's kind of what we got going on here. But we're going to take the rest offline. We're going to unbox these guys, and we'll talk about them one by one. Alright, so we're going to go in kind of reverse order of from my least excited about figure to my most excited about figure. And then obviously we'll save the best for last with referee John Cone. So let's go ahead and get into this old-time Undertaker. We'll look at his accessories real quick. Pretty simple on the accessories front. Actually, all these are really pretty simple. So actually, the Undertaker has the most accessories. He does come with two gloved hands, C-grips there, and obviously already has two fighting hands on him. Come on. And then we also does come with the meme head, which I think I'm gonna change to, since that's kind of the whole point of this figure. I think is really just to try to get that meme head in there. And then of course he does come with his Undertaker hat. Very cool. Also one of those accessories that, since you may not want to display all of your Undertakers, you have the ability just to use that hat for other things. And now to the Undertaker himself. Looks really good. I mean, this face sculpt is great. Representation of that time in his career. Tattoos looking good on both sides here. I'm not sure if his tattoos have any color on them. Oh, you know what? They must do, because here on the bottom, he does have some color on that tattoo. So that is worth noting. Good tattoos there. Up on the back of his neck a little bit. And then, of course, his one that he had covered up under his neck. Time accurate kind of outfit he's got here. He's got his little kind of suspenders look here with his dark black, what would you call these, biker type pants, I guess. He was kind of doing the American Bad A and Dead Man. Obviously, towards the end of his career, he kind of melded those two together. So not bad. Like I said, it's my least excited figure, but I think it is a very well executed figure. He just isn't going to have a place in my display. At least I don't think he will. I'll have a look at it a little bit more, but I think he's just going to be go down to the bottom shelf and get baggied up for a future sale or some reason to do it. But that is my least excited but very good figure all the same, Undertaker. Next up, we've got the degenerate himself, X-Pac. He does come with a little bit. Here, where did I put those things? You know what? I don't know where it went. Anyway, we won't hark on it too much. He does come with some black sunglasses and some alternate sea grip hands, so nothing too exciting there. But of course, I don't know anybody that's going to pose him with anything but his you-know-what hands there, his DX hands, we'll call them. But very good on the face sculpt. Unusual to see him without the bandana. Like I said, it does come with his glasses, but I think this was very much made to be a in-ring X-Pac versus the coming to the ring with the bandana and stuff like that. So I think this is kind of like, which he may have, had the bandana on a little bit during matches, but I think the reality is it would come off, and I think this is kind of what that is meant to represent at the end of the day. So you got the nice silver there on the X and the Pac. Pops really good against the red and the black. I know some people were saying that there's some red or some silver missing from this design here on the side. Lucky for me, I'm not too overly anal about those kind of things, so it's something that just doesn't come into my purview. Little things like that don't really pop up to me, which of course, if it's supposed to be there, then I would obviously much rather it be there, but it's not the end of the world for me. This does match my kind of favorite incarnation of him, which is this incarnation, mainly due to it having the Jack's Bone Cruncher, which is like a fronter in my Bone Cruncher collection, is this version of him, just because of the great way that he could kick and all that good stuff. So X-Pac comes in at number 3 on my most excited figures from this wave of SummerSlam Elites. So X-Pac, very good. Very, very good, actually. Really was kind of iffy on that, because I kind of heard everybody kind of dogging that figure because it was missing the extra red or silver, or whatever it was. Up next, we've got the Big Red Machine, Kane, the mayor of Knox County, all that good stuff. Does come with some extra set of hands. That is it, besides the Build-A-Figure piece, obviously. So what you see is what you get with this Kane. Not a whole lot of extras, obviously. He does come with some good thick elbow pads, which is very nice. Big meaty figure, but look at this face sculpt here, man. That is a big, ugly, beautiful Kane. It's beautiful in its ugliness. It's just such a well done. Got the teeth gap is perfect. I got really good paint here. The eyes look great. I mean, look at the tooth gap there. Like just so well done here. No complaints at all about that face. That is probably one of the better face sculpts that I've seen in a long time. Moving on down. Very good body for Kane. Kane was very big and pretty ripped at this point in time. I think it really kind of toes that line with this body. A little bit of abs, but not massive abs, but overall big-bodied individual that he is. Cool, black and red. His pants are his pants. There wasn't too much to write home about, at least in this outfit. Of course, his more demon-y look was obviously way more toyetic, but this is great. This is a perfect execution of something simple, but just chef's kiss. Beautiful Kane. Super excited to have it. I guess if there was a gripe, maybe his hand's a little small compared. Maybe that's something to write home about. You kind of want that big meaty hand for choke slamming, and I don't think that hand's gonna wrap around anybody's head. So maybe Tonka Michinoku. Maybe it can do him. But now for my number 1 most excited figure, a figure that I had no representation of in the WWF form, and that is the American. Oh, and he's got a little goober there. That's okay. We can fix that. I think this is more the Lex Express All-American, trying to kind of move in there on Hogan's territory as the top babyface in the company, and this Lex Luger is great. Like I said, I got to work on that little bottom lip there. You got a little paint rub, but we can fix that. That's no problem. Has his All-American bands here on the sides. the red, white, and blue elbow pad, which is really cool. Very good face sculpt. Would like a little bit more animation to it, a little bit more fired up, but I get like he's just doing a singular kind of pose. So I get that. Red and white wrist tape there. Obviously extremely jacked, ripped up there. Looking great. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pads. He's 8-pack that he's got rocking there. He's got his little loincloth extra bit there. Kind of a shield look thing with the red and white under trunks going on. Looking great. Moving on down. Knee pads, again, all red, white, and blue. These are very cool. They did a very good job on these. Kind of reminds you of the bunting that you get, or the little other decorations that you get on the 4th of July, Independence Day, all that good stuff. But a very, very nice Lex Luger. Pretty pumped to have him. Finally, a little representation. Look at that back. Oh, just yoked. To have this kind of WWF representation in my shelf. And I did forget he does have some seat grips, so, but again, not a whole lot going on there. But now to the main event, which is referee John Cone. Build-A-Figure, looking great. Tons of accessories, which technically came with the Undertaker. We got some fists. We have the one finger, which you see here, and then you've got two fingers, so little peace signs there, and you've got one hand that is super weird. I'm not sure what's going on here. Come on, there you go. What's going on here? Yeah, he looks like he's had a bad day. He's trying to catch a pass from John Elway or something. Just broke all his fingers there. And then we have a 3-hand, so pretty cool there. If it'll ever zoom in by the time. Anyway, 3-hand, you get the picture. So let's go ahead and look at John Cone. I went with the one hand. It's kind of like the ring the bell, or, you know, I'm warning you kind of thing. I don't really recall many refs holding up the 3 count. Like, you got a 3, it's more just like ring the bell, that type of thing. But we got John Cone here, looking like a John Cone, I guess. Popping off the stand, but that's alright. Got the WWE style modern referee shirt, WWE on the side, pinstripes, more pinstripes on the side here, belt buckle, and of course the normal Build-A-Figure type pants, and some wrestling type boots underneath. But overall, a very good Build-A-Figure piece. This is the kind of stuff that you want from a Build-A-Figure. Something that you want, obviously it's something from Mattel that they can sneak some stuff into the line that may not be barn burners, like the Undertaker meme figure, or even Kane for that matter. Just kind of not overly needed or wanted figures, but figures that are good to get out there, and ones that people will pick up in order to get this John Cone. Now, all we need now is a good old WCW. Let's get a Nick Patrick. But let's really get a Pee Wee Anderson figure. Good old Pee Wee. One of my favorite. His just animation that he would bring to the ring. You know, when he would, I remember him calling the CW Heavyweight Championship match with Lex Luger and Hollywood Hogan before, I believe it was Road Wild, 97, I believe. And Luger's got him in the torture rack, and he taps out and all that good stuff. But just how he jumped around and really just sold the excitement of the WCW Championship changing hands was great, and just a fun memory. But John Cone, you'll work, buddy. You'll work for now. until we get a Pee Wee, you'll be my number 1 too. But what do you guys think? Is this a good line? You happy with the Build-A-Figure? Do you guys like Build-A-Figure? Some people just really aren't fans of Build-A-Figures. They just would rather, obviously, the figure come out and that be that. But, you know, I also understand the money-making aspect of Mattel, and hardcore collectors, yes, are gonna want the referees and stuff like that. But are kids really gonna want them? I mean, I would as a kid, but you know, I guess that's just a worry from them. But all in all, I think it's a great line. Very happy to have it. Very happy to get it off of Amazon too at the normal retail price of about $20. I think it was like $21 a figure. So that right there made it a no-brainer for me. But how about for you guys? Is it a no-brainer for you? Are you going to try to pick up this wave? You're going to wait for it to come out in retail and pick it up that way? Pick one or two? Or are you going to go all in and build the figure? Let us know down below in the comments, and while you're there, go ahead and hit us with a good old like. And if you're digging the channel, since we do provide content every single day, it would behoove you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join in on the Throwbacks family, as we are just plugging along and having a good old time, and why not join us, right? But I think it's time for me to go ahead and throw one back. But for myself and Uncle BJ, we're going to go ahead and throw one back, and we'll see you all next time.